right? This is example 4. And for whatever reason, it says to write in standard form, that's the ax plus by equals c, the equation of a line that has a slope of 2 and it goes through the point 4, negative 2, right? But you can't just put this information into the standard form, right? You got to start with point slope because you have a point and a slope. So let me write down the equation. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay. And then we're going to substitute, right? The 2, the slope, is going to go here. The 4 is the x1, so that'll go here. And the negative 2 is the y1, so that will go here. Just substitute for the 3 things, right? Now you've got y minus negative 2 equals 2 times x minus 4. Now, for this problem, they said put it in standard form, and I think some of the homeworks may ask you to do that too. So we need to do some rearranging, right? Standard form means ax plus by equals c. Okay, so we need to get the x term over here, the constant term over here. So let's simplify. Y minus negative 2 is y plus 2. Distribute 2x minus 8. Okay, how can I get the x term onto the y side or the y term onto the x side? Go ahead. Okay, Casey says let's subtract y, okay, which is fine. You could do either one. I actually like her suggestion better than subtracting the 2x, which I'll explain in a minute. Minus y, minus y. So now it says 2 equals 2x minus y minus 8. So now we got the x and the y on one side. What do I need to do? Add 8, right? And that is 10 equals 2x minus y. That's standard form, right? Got the x and y on one side, the constant on the other. What would have happened if instead of moving the y, we moved the x? Then it would have been like this, right? It would have looked like negative 2x plus y plus 2 equals negative 8. And then you would have subtracted 2, and you'd have negative 2x plus y equals negative 10. So what's the difference between those two equations? Well, if you multiply one of these by negative 1, you get the other one, right? So they're both okay, quiet please. Most math books would say that standard form, you should only have integer coefficients for a, b, and c, meaning no fractions, no decimals, and that the leading coefficient, usually a, is positive. This book doesn't say that. They don't say it, so I guess it's not a requirement for us to think of it that way. It's not really like anything we're overly concerned with. But to me, I'd much prefer to see this because I'm used to saying that the coefficient of x should be positive. But it doesn't matter. If you say that, it's still equivalent, right? Everything is just the opposite sign.